Hello. This recording is, I've got the same diagram as always, but I've tweaked it. I'm going to keep tweaking this until I have it as close to the perfect symbol I can get as possible. Let's make sure this music isn't too loud in the background here. I think it's alright. The tweak I've made is that there is now a corresponding negative ring for the positive focal ring. And the way it works is that for every time I bring in my focus towards the present, I simultaneously bring out the negative experiences into this void. So this purple circle represents the present moment, which represents my experience, because I cannot have an experience outside the present moment. And so everything outside the purple ring is that which exists but is not within my experience, because all things exist simultaneously, but our experience is dependent on what we focus on. And so again, if I stretch my focal point outside of the present moment, and I start thinking about the future or something that I want that I don't have, or I start thinking about how I'm uncomfortable now but I'll only be comfortable once I get this or that, then that's me stretching my focal point to outside of this purple ring, outside of the present moment. And for every time I stretch my focal point outward, I simultaneously bring in discomfort. I affirm discomfort, discontentment, lack of control, sadness, distrust, shame. It's all simultaneous. It doesn't matter what the subject is. It doesn't matter whether it's about money or if it's about a relationship. My experience is the accumulation of my energy. And so there is no perfect relationship, but a less than perfect experience elsewhere. All of them are either flawed or all of them are perfect. Within the human experience, I'm not sure if we can ever achieve perfection. That's probably out of scope for this video. But the idea is all things are connected, all subjects are related, all of it stems from your vibration, which, if we want to talk about visual representation, it's the accumulation of all your chakras together make up your energetic composition, let's say, your vibration level. We can bring up what just about everyone likes to bring up, which is, give me a sec. Let's see if this works. Hell yeah. This thing. So, if I'm down here at shame level 20, then I'm stretching positive experience really far outside of me. There is no positive experience within me. I'm not having any positive experience. It's all negative shame. It's all terrible. And as I move up this chart, I start pulling in my focal point ever so slightly, moving up and up and up, pulling in my focal point, and as I'm pulling in my focal point, I start to pull out the negative experience. I start to have less negative experience, and then once I'm up here to, the positive, and then up here towards love, that's when my experience becomes predominantly positive, and all negative experience becomes outside of my perception, so it's outside of my present state of awareness. Yeah. Okay. Now what I wanted to talk about specifically was physical pains. I've had back pain over the last few days, and I want to take this as a learning opportunity. I've broken down my beliefs and discovered what the back pain is in relation to. It's in relation to my diet, my gym, my health, and my perception of my fitness, my health and fitness. I have a deep belief that in order for me to be healthy, I need to be eating a carnivore diet, nothing but meat. I don't want to do that, but I know that when I do that, I feel really good. I feel insane mental clarity, and my body heals like crazy. I've got problems with my joints. When I eat carnivore, my body heals very quickly. I have no pain. I feel super comfortable. It's as if, no joke, it's comparable. It's practically identical to taking Ritalin. So, I have this belief that I need to eat a carnivore diet in order to have a good life, in order to be healthy, in order to be focused, in order to not be in pain. Okay. Because of that belief, I generate pains consistently. This back pain was there to push me back to the carnivore diet. And that's because I'm telling myself I have to eat the carnivore diet in order to live a good life. Otherwise, I'll have a shit life. And because I'm telling myself that, I'm telling myself, to use this diagram, I'm telling myself that health is outside here. Health is only achieved if I eat the carnivore diet. And until then, I'm experiencing a lack of health. That's what's within my present moment. And when I'm experiencing a lack of health, again, this is a very good representation of how this is all linked. When I'm in physical pain because my back hurts 24/7, there's nothing else on my mind except my back pain. I feel uncomfortable. I feel discontent. I feel like I don't have control. I feel like I don't trust this whole concept of how this all works because, if it works, why am I in pain? It's because I'm doing it. I feel unsatisfied. I feel sad. I feel ashamed that I'm still going through these cycles of suffering. They all come in together. Now, the correction in my belief, if I go another layer, I think that I need to eat carnivore in order to feel a certain feeling, which is I need to feel what it's like to be healthy. Sorry, I need to eat the carnivore diet in order to feel healthy, which is false. I don't need to do anything in order to feel healthy, because everything exists within me. Does that mean I can eat chips and chocolate and feel healthy? No. Because if I'm feeling healthy, it starts with a feeling, and let's grab one of these ones. If I feel healthy, then I'm going to naturally create an experience or have an experience in which I am reinforced my sense of health. And then I will observe that and I will feel healthy. And then I'll create another experience which reinforces my health. It is extremely unlikely that I generate the feeling of health and then I go and eat chocolate and chips. If I go and eat chocolate and chips, that's probably the residue of my sense of a lack of health. So, if my back is hurting, the very first thing that I need to do is slow down, because all I want to do is escape the back pain in any way I can. I'm not thinking, I'm just trying to massage it, I'm trying to foam roll, I'm trying to stretch. Very often I make it worse. And then I'm trying to play games and eat chips or do anything that will take my mind off the pain. Well, none of it works. Because, again, this is my present moment, this is sitting here, and the only thing that will fix it is by injecting or by creating an experience of I am healthy. How do I inject or create the experience of I am healthy? If I can bring myself to a point that's still enough, if I can accept the pain for a moment, I really hope this music's not going to be too loud in the back. If I can accept the pain for a moment, and I can sit in it, and breathe deeply, because while I'm in pain, I'm going to be breathing very shallow. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I have to accept that for this period, I'm going to feel this pain, and I have to become okay with it. Because for as long as I'm not okay with it, I'm not going to allow myself to slow down enough to figure out what I need to do, or to actually do what I need to do. So the very first thing, accept the discomfort, have faith in this concept. Have faith in myself. Above all else, have faith in myself. That I will get through this. I will be okay. Slow down all the way. Allow the pain to be there. Breathe deeply. And sit in it. Then, from that place, imagine what it would be like. Or think of health. What is a symbol of health to you? To myself. For me, a symbol of health is a fit body, a lean body, an agile body, one where I can stretch and move with no fear of joint pain. And my job is to, even though my present experience is presenting pain to me, my job is to sit in it without reacting and place my focal point on the image of health in order to generate the feeling of health. My image of health is flexibility, control over my body, healthy joints, meaning movement with no fear, a lean body, drinking my greens, getting in my vitamins and minerals, taking my magnesium and my vitamin D, training frequently, stretching frequently, having a healthy sleep and waking up feeling refreshed. These are all things that I'm doing right now in order to generate the feeling of health for myself. Now that I have that feeling, the symbol that I've used is irrelevant. Everything material is irrelevant. I'm only using all those symbols in order to find the feeling of health. It's going to be different for everyone. Now that I've got the feeling of health, focus on it. Feel it. Allow that to spread within me. And hold my focus on that feeling and ignore the physical pain. It's not suppress the physical pain. Suppress the physical pain means try to distract yourself from it by pulling your attention to your other senses, like eating and drinking, watching TV. That is attempting to distract yourself and suppress it. But in this case, what we're doing is we acknowledge that it's there, we accept that it's there, and we can even say, thank you for showing me that there is a belief within me that is out of alignment, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to correct that belief. And now I no longer need you. I no longer need that pain in order to force myself to do something that I think will allow me to generate the sensation of health, the feeling of health. My personal belief system, using that as an example, I no longer need to experience back pain or neck pain or any other sort of pain in order to force myself to eat a carnivore diet, because I no longer believe that that is necessary for me to feel health. And I know that because I know that all feelings are generated from inside first, and our actions and our experience will reflect the internal state. I have now found, through my imagination of what health is to me, I have now found the feeling of health, and I'm now focusing on it and allowing the physical pain that is in my body to be there, but I'm allowing it to fade into the background because I no longer need it. And instead, I now create the sensation of I am health, and I can amplify it in any way that I want. I'm now stretching this idea of being unhealthy outside of me. I am not unhealthy. The version of me who believes that I need to eat a very specific diet in order to be healthy, that version of me is unhealthy. I don't remember if I went layer deeper. The reason I think I have to have a carnivore diet is because a belief that is underneath that one is that I need to struggle and suffer and have a lot of discipline in order to have a healthy body. That is not the case. You don't have to struggle and suffer. You can love what you eat. You can love the exercise and you can love the experience while you're being healthy. It doesn't have to be miserable. It can be miserable, but it can also be amazing. I get to decide. Which means I can stay in that configuration that I had that gave me the back pain. I can stay with those beliefs, and then I can force myself to eat the carnivore diet and have an amazing, healthy body. But in the meantime, I'm going to be struggling and suffering because I don't want to eat the carnivore diet. I want to eat other foods. So it can work, but between the choices of these limiting beliefs and achieving my body that way versus these, generating health from within and simply allowing my actions to take me wherever that goes, meaning by generating the sensation of health and remaining present, my actions will be in alignment with the version of me who is healthy, who believes they are healthy. And whatever I end up doing is fine, because the version of me who is healthy is now the one taking those actions. And after some time, I will see the representation of that more and more. The more I feed the feeling of I'm healthy in the present moment, the more I will experience the reflection or the affirmation or the confirmation of the idea that I am healthy in the present moment. That is all that I need to do. I think if I speak any more on the subject, I may overcomplicate it, so I'll leave it at that. Good luck, peace out.